So, are we going?
Yes.
Okay. Just before I start talking. So I kind of feel like opening Cannes Film Festival is probably like one of the top red carpet experiences you can possibly have. Would I be correct in that?
It seems to be so. I mean, I've been to Cannes numerous times, and I've walked that main, the Palais many times. But opening night, I think, yes, is there's a lot of attention on it. People are excited about it, yeah, and kind of kicks up the festival, and people love to see the dresses and the glamour and the fashion. So yes, it's a moment.
And I understand you didn't want to watch it beforehand. Is that right? That you watched it for the first time yesterday?
I watched it for the first time last night because that experience, also watching it, with your cast, with your fellow cast members and the director in Cannes on that screen. It's such a beautiful theater. It's so big, and the sound is great, and just, feeling the energy of the audience, and there's nothing like that. So yeah, I wanted to have that experience for me. So I saved it.
I think that's good. I think that's great. As you say, it's a special thing, and you can't do it very many times, so why not? Now, I feel like it's sort of safe to say that you're known for kind of quite unorthodox choices in your kind of characters. You like to, go here, go there, go everywhere, which I think is great. And what was it like about this one that you were kind of like, yeah, this is a chick I want to get my teeth into?
Yes, but I've never really played a character like this. I mean, not that she's entirely helpless, but she's not the strongest of the characters I played before. But I liked her vulnerability, and I feel like the audience can identify with her, and I liked how she her reactions or her interactions, sorry, my brain is like, with Bill's character. Just that kind of, that humanity between them, and there's just a sweetness there that I liked.
I mean, she's probably got the more rational kind of reaction to seeing, undead people running around. A lot of the other characters seem to take it into their stride a lot easier.
Yes.
So perhaps she's a bit more realistic.
Yes. The other ones had some distance, or they also had the strength to fight them off, and Mindy was more, she was in a state of shock, I think, and then just terrified, and then just overwhelmed, and didn't know where to turn or what to do or how to defend herself.
And is this your first foray into zombies? Have you done anything zombie related?
I don't think I've ever done a zombie picture before. No.
And is there something, are you a fan of like kind of horror, that sort of genre? Is that?
I do like horror films. I think zombie pictures are a little different. I was a fan of The Walking Dead and Night of the Living Dead. Yeah.
But obviously this one goes into more the humour. So I can't watch the serious ones, but I can watch that, even though it's actually still quite gory, I have to say. But it seems a little, I feel like you don't get quite so scared. I
think the majority of this film is like, I wouldn't say lighthearted, but there is some comedy. It's more dry. But towards the end, I feel like the weight of what's happening really sets in, and I think it's very moving at the end, and I felt very emotional.
And what do you like about the way Jim works, and what is it sort of about his style that attracts you?
I feel like Jim is just a master of his craft, and I'm just a fan of his films, and having someone like that you can put your trust in is very freeing for me, and I just love to be around him and hear him talking about his different interests and the way he writes dialogue and how measured and sparse it is, and it's just he sets a tone like no other director does.
How do you think you'd fare in a zombie apocalypse? Would you be like the one taking charge and like leading people out, or would you be kind of crying in a corner?
I think I'd cry for a bit, and then I would pick myself up by my bootstraps and get to work. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's more maiming and killing in this film than I've seen in a while.
Really?
It's quite cathartic, I imagine, to be running around just beheading and. I mean, I guess they're not. They're dead already, technically, aren't they? So
they are.
It's kind of fine. And I was also on my way over here trying to think what my word would be in the zombie thing. And I couldn't decide between. I was thinking tequila, maybe. I don't know. Do you have what do you think if you were reincarnated as a zombie? Do you think what would be your kind of word that would be?
I mean, it's embarrassing to say because it's and then I'm falling into what he's talking about. It would probably be vintage.
That's nice though.
Vintage clothing. That's my
You'd be wandering into a vintage shop.
I have a bad addiction. At the end when the fashion girl is fashion, I was oh no, is that me? Oh God, help me. But I mostly buy secondhand, so I feel like that's somewhat better.
That's cool. Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm getting the
Okay.
little flashing thing that tells me I have to leave, so it was lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
I'm from London, from AP. Think a minute then, I've obviously been
Yes.
here too long already. I'm like, questions.
I'm from Floor.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Start to forget my own name already.
Oh God, it's only day 2.
I know!
Or day 1 even.
Well, but it's a Sunday. What's that? Is it like
is this
Wednesday?
day 1?
It's okay.
Yeah, but I mean, I had like day -2.
Yes,
What
okay.
kind of starts on, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's my excuse. That's my excuse for sticking to it.
Masochistic.
Yeah. So on my way over here, I was trying to think what my zombie word was. I got it down to, I think it would either be sleep
Yeah.
or tequila.
I'm with you there. Nice.
What have you had any thoughts to what your reincarnated zombie words would be?
I think today it's Bill.
I tried your zombie word last night, one of them, and I didn't get much of the other. So
Yes.
I think you're onto something there. You know, that you're not alone. You're not alone. I had a thought about zombies, though, that I wanted to tell the last person because it never came out of my head.
Come on
I think
then.
these zombies in this movie represent sort of problems to deal with that we push away and don't solve. And we think that those are dead, that those issues are dead, and they come back to life with even more ferocity. If you avoid solving a problem, it will return.
So the undead is the unconscious.
Well, it's the undealt with. You know,
Undealt with.
the avoided. You can. There's certain things you just can't avoid, and I don't know if it's the unconscious. I don't know if I can explain the unconscious, but I know that it's different than consciousness. Consciousness makes you deal with issues, and the absence of consciousness makes you ignore, push away, and habitually run from.
That makes a lot of sense.
Nice.
That was a sensible
I
answer
like
to a
that.
silly question. I like
Really
it.
Good. Excellent.
I like it. Now, Todd, you're very good wielding your samurai sword,
Thank
I
you
have to
very
say. Very
much.
handy with that
Thank you.
weapon.
Thank you very much.
Was that something, have you learnt it before? Was this a new skill for
It's
this
a
film?
brand new, lifelong skill.
A useful one, I mean.
Yeah, no, it's going to come in very handy. Yeah, it's great. It's a lovely thing.
And was it quite a cathartic experience for both of you to be like sort of maiming and beheading and killing in such ferocity?
I've noticed in the last few days, people say, oh, you're in the film, are you a zombie in the film? And I've really enjoyed saying, no, I'm a zombie killer. I don't know, I've been taking a kind of slightly crazy amount of pride in that. Have you experienced that at all? Have people been assuming
Yes.
that you'd be a zombie because
Yes.
of your past experience, of course?
Right. Well, I feel like we're doing a public service, that
Yeah.
we're doing something for the common good. Fortunately for me, my role in the film ended mercifully before I became a zombie. So I got to do the work protecting my fellow men, my fellow citizens, and that felt good. I didn't feel like it was cathartic. I just thought I was doing my duty.
Yeah, I think so. But it also looked a lot of fun in the journey.
It also, may I say, looked really cool. Because there's something about putting a cartridge in your mouth and kicking the door of the, spoiler alert, kicking the door of the police car shut. If you're going to go down, that's the way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And do you think, well, if you were to find yourself in a zombie apocalypse, which you never know, could happen.
You know what?
Do you think would you be like the one fronting the, getting the troops together? Would you be crying in a corner? Or where do you think you'd fit into this sort of world?
I'm a bit of a, I like to try and make things better. So I think I would be with Bill's character. I would, hope there might be some way of escaping or of killing enough of them or whatever. I don't, until the very last minute, I don't think I would cry in a corner. I don't think, but what do I know? We'll find out, no doubt.
Yeah. And what do you think?
Well, I don't think I'd cry in the corner either. I mean, there's a reluctance to sort of, fortunately, there's a reluctance in us to kill other people. So knowing that what you're killing is not a person, it's an undead,
Yeah.
there's a freedom there. So you don't feel any remorse, you won't feel